how do we get to this fantastic flywheel of having research funded and then commercialized using crypto? The first step after creating your initial project concept is turning your idea into what we call a project page here at Bio. You can kind of think about this as like a Kickstarter homepage, and what it does is it packages up your vision of what you want to build. Each project has their own project page. If you'd like to, you can visit bio.xyz, or sorry, app.bio.xyz to see what some of these project pages look like. I'm giving you here an example of Neuron Gale. Neuron Gale is an IPT, or intellectual property token, that is yet to be launched. They're on our launchpad and they'll be launched in a matter of weeks. And they're focused on small molecules that can help treat neuroinflammation from an Alzheimer's mouse model. I picked this research to just showcase the kind of projects that we love to support. And every single project, when it comes onto our platform, needs to have a few key points to help express and help the market understand what it is that the hypothesis is. As you can see here, we start off with a short paragraph that basically explains what the project is looking to finance and some of the background scientific research that would go in to validate this as an appropriate target, as an appropriate research project. We also encourage projects to generate an image and use that as an anchor for folks to associate with this research project. We encourage folks to also create social media, whether it's Twitter, LinkedIn, Discord, a website, so on and so forth, just as supplementary background materials, the same way you would if you had a Kickstarter for a traditional product that you wanted to launch into the market. Next, and what I would like to think is the most important, is the research hypothesis. This is the section where scientists get to show off what it is that they are really thinking the impact could be if the research goes the way they want to. As scientists, we have a lot of really great ideas, and this is your opportunity to anchor what your ideas are into the way it can make an impact in the real world. So as you can see here, we have a summary about the mechanism of how this novel molecule could potentially help in Alzheimer's disease, a summary of what the problem is, and a reminder to the potential market impact this could make if successful, a brief breakdown of how their solution works, mechanism there, the current status of this molecule. And so in your case, you would have whatever preclinical or perhaps even experimental data that you've done. This could even be, frankly, if it is a next generation molecule, the basis upon which you've decided that this molecule would be a good hit or a good target, even if no experimental data has yet to be collected. I'll touch on this a little further, but we're open to research projects that are even at the very earliest of stages. And then finally, what the commercial potential could be, once again, if this project was to really take off. The key here is to paint a kind of picture of what your research would look like if it was to actually succeed at the limit of its potential. We also encourage you to put together a section that describes your team and focusing on why you all are the right folks to bring this together. We've seen teams small and large, and the thing that makes the most impact is the credibility and the experience that you all have from your research history to your vision, what you've accomplished, who you've worked with, so on and so forth, in order to give the market understanding of why you are going to be successful at bringing this project to life. We include a roadmap for you to explain what the next steps of your research are, and then also recommended readings, such that folks who want to dive deep into the research can understand how you got to this understanding, how you got to this hypothesis, to this piece of IP, and they can go ahead and kind of follow the breadcrumb trail themselves as validation that, okay, really you are onto something. Once you've done all of this, you have basically a completed bio app page. Once again, this is what the Kickstarter equivalent would look like for us in order to get your project visible and ready to launch on our platform. From there, we actually help you build awareness with our marketing team. We provide you a market a marketing guide, a content calendar. We help host live streams where you get to explain your project to our network of investors, contributors, and interested parties. We'll do X, formerly known as Twitter threads, and marketing from our account to actually give you guys reach and make sure people understand what work it is that you're doing. And we'll notify participants in our network to get ready for your upcoming launch. Now, we do have a really large following on X, formerly known as Twitter, but the best projects go ahead and they also tap their own network to bring in their own attention and their own following, as we find that the right mixture is both a crypto and a scientific audience together. From here, you are ready to move forward towards a launch. So, as a recap, we've minted your IP NFT, turned it into an IPT, built your bio app page, all your marketing materials are set to go, and now it's time for you to launch your token and actually fundraise for your work.